My roommate told me never to open one locked door. So one day I did. When I moved to a new city for work, finding an affordable apartment wasn't easy. After searching for weeks, I finally found a decent place with a roommate who was already living there. His name was Mark, and he seemed like a quiet, normal guy. During the apartment tour, he showed me the kitchen, living room, and the bedroom I would be renting. Everything looked fine. But there was one thing that stood out. At the end of the hallway there was a small door with a lock on it. When I asked about it, Mark immediately said, "That room is just storage. I keep personal stuff in there, so I prefer it stays locked." That explanation sounded reasonable, so I didn't question it. For the first few months living there, everything was normal. Mark mostly kept to himself. He worked late hours and rarely had visitors. The only strange thing was that occasionally I would hear noises coming from that locked room late at night. Sometimes it sounded like boxes moving. Other times it sounded like someone walking. Whenever I asked Mark about it, he would casually say he was just organizing old things or grabbing something from storage. Eventually curiosity started getting to me. One weekend Mark told me he was going out of town for 2 days. The apartment would be completely empty. At first I didn't think much about it, but later that night I walked down the hallway and looked at the locked door again. I kept remembering those strange noises. After staring at the door for a few minutes, I finally made a decision. The lock wasn't very complicated, and after a little effort I managed to open it. When the door slowly creaked open, I turned on my phone flashlight and stepped inside. The room wasn't filled with boxes like I expected. Instead, it looked like a small office. There were several computer monitors on a desk, along with cables and equipment connected to them. At first I thought maybe Mark worked in some kind of tech job from home. But then I noticed what was on the screens. They were security camera feeds. Not just from our apartment building, but from several different nearby buildings and parking lots. My heart started racing. I didn't fully understand what he was doing, but it definitely didn't feel normal. The next morning I decided to tell the building manager what I had found. After that, things escalated quickly. A few days later the police showed up at the apartment. Apparently Mark had been illegally accessing security cameras in nearby buildings for months. And if I hadn't opened that door that night, nobody might have discovered it for a long time.